everybody, it's Catherine from Jayne Catherine on Books, and I thought we all needed a little bit of a treat, a bit of eye candy, so I've got a little haul for you. Just sent for a few books just before we started the lockdown in the UK, and yeah, I thought make a change to have a look at these. I know I'm not supposed to be buying many, but I didn't know how long we were going to be stuck at home. As if 100 books isn't enough on the TBR, you know, as if I'd run out. Anyway, without further ado, let's get to it. Now, this came as a little set. Just came as a set of 3. And this is the Flaxborough Mystery Series by Colin Watson. So we have book 1, which is Coffin, Scarcely Used. Book 2, Bump in the Night. Gorgeous cover. These covers are really lovely. And then book 3, Hopjoy Was Here. So not Lovejoy, as in the TV series, but Hopjoy. Now these are a set of 3 crime, and I think they're a little bit cosy. Chief Inspector Pirbright and Sergeant Love, and each is a different mystery that they're going to be investigating. Now David's already read book 1, which is Coffin Scarcely Used, and really enjoyed it, and I think he's now just started Bump in the Night. So we'll see. I've not heard of Colin Watson before, and as I say, a Flaxborough mystery, so there's quite a few in that set, so we'll see how we go with those. Next, The City of Shadows. This is by Michael Russell. A missing woman, 2 mysterious murders, and a city shrouded in secrets. So this is, it's historical fiction, but it's not too long ago. It's 1934, and it's based in Dublin, in the city of Dublin in Ireland. And it's a bit of a... what's the word? Police procedural, I believe. But Detective Stephen Gillespie arrests a German doctor and encounters Hannah Rosen, desperate to find her friend, a Jewish woman who had become involved with a priest and has now disappeared. So, you know, we're at that period of history between the world wars, and obviously there's something strange going on. There's still undertones of, what's the word I wanted to say? You know what I mean. There's still dodgy dealings going on behind the scenes. I can't think of the word. I can't think of the word. There's a bit of espionage, and there's still a little bit of, forget it. I'm sorry, you know, we're in lockdown, my brain's fuddled. I don't see anything but this bungalow. Look at this one, another historical fiction, The Canary Keeper. This is by Clare Carson. I've not heard of Clare Carson. It says richly dark and full of gaslit menace. So I'm really into my historical fiction at the moment. And if you see the 5 favourite covers that I did for March Mystery Madness a couple of videos ago, you'll see that there's some beautiful covers for historical fiction. They're really killing it at the moment with their cover designs, and although this is a paperback, beautiful canary yellow. So this is set way back in time, in 1855, so although historical fiction, you know, way before the City of Shadows that I've just spoken about. And they find a body that's dumped in the Thames. Now, back in the day, it used to be quite commonplace to be finding bodies in the Thames. You know, people had fallen, or it was a quick, easy way to get rid of somebody that had done in. So it's sort of not totally unexpected, but Birdie find there's two main characters in here from what I can find, and Birdie is a young widow and it seems as if people are trying to put the crime on her, trying to get her the blame for this body that's been found in the Thames. So it's about her journey to try and clear her name, really. Have you read this, David? Good? Yeah. Yes, says David, he enjoyed it. It's a bit gothic, a bit of an atmosphere with it, so I'm looking forward to that one. Then I fancied a few young adult YA, and I never used to read YA at all, but obviously when I first lost my mum, it was a genre that I started reading, and there's some really good pieces of work. There's some really thought-provoking books around, and I know I'm not the target audience, but you know, sometimes you just need something a bit different, and so don't discount trying YA. I always used to. I used to think, well, it's not my target age and I'm not bothered, but I'm glad I changed my mind, because coming to BookTube I found some really 5-star reads, some beautiful books, and I saw these recommended. I don't know, it was one of those, I don't know if it was a Goodreads recommendation or Amazon, you know how they say you enjoyed this so you might enjoy that. And this is The Last Romeo. This is by Justin Myers, and it's got some GLBTQIA plus. I think it's a male romance in here, and I think it's a bit of a Romeo and Juliet retelling. So I don't know much more than that, and I'm looking forward to it actually. It was something a bit different. Then Beyond by Georgia Springate. Want to make sure I get that right. Georgia Springate. Okay, and this interested me because it's about grief. Alex Duncan is just an ordinary 14-year-old boy. His main worries are homework, girls, the school bully, and his sister Jenna, who has ovarian cancer, stage B. And obviously this is a subject very near to my heart, because obviously that's what my mum had. As his parents retreat into themselves, Alex is desperate to find a way to help, a way to make things better for his sister. After all, it's the not knowing that's the worst thing. So while he tries to untangle the ultimate question, life still goes on. His best friend seems oblivious to his feelings about her. The school bully has taken a special interest in him, and everything he does just makes him feel more and more awkward and out of place. This is a debut, I believe, and I'm looking forward to see how this subject, because in a way the grieving process for people that, you know, if you've got somebody terminally ill in your family, the grieving process starts long before they pass away. So I'm interested to see how that's handled. Next, Emergency Contact, and this is by Mary H.K. Choi. Look at that lovely cover. It's great, that cover. I like that. So again, a YA fiction. For Penny Lee, school was a total non-event. Her friends were okay, her grades were fine, and while she'd landed a boyfriend, they never really became close. Now Penny is heading to college in Texas to learn how to become a writer. It's a 79 miles, a million light years away from everything, and she can't wait to leave. So yes, even though it was a long time ago when I was just leaving school, I can remember it well. You wanting to go out there and have a bit more of an independent life. And then we have Sam. Sam's stuck, literally, emotionally, financially. He works at a cafe and sleeps there too, on a mattress on the floor in the storage room. He knows that this is the god-awful chapter of his life that will serve as inspiration for when he's a famous movie director. But right this second, the $17 in his bank account and his dying laptop are really testing him. And obviously their paths cross. So I'm hoping for a bit of a lovely romance in there. And yeah, I think we need something a bit of light relief at the minute, seeing as I've been so slumpy. Okay, so next, Beyond the Bright Sea, Lauren Wolk. Hope you can see that's a bit dark. Excuse me. When I was a baby, someone tied me onto an old boat and pushed me out to sea. Excuse me, I've got a right frog in my throat. Crow washed up on a tiny windswept island when she was just a few hours old, with 3 things: a birthmark in shape of a feather, a ruby wing, a ruby ring and sea-soaked letter with just a few cryptic words remaining. But it's only when a mysterious fire appears across the water that Crow starts to wonder who she really is, and she sets out on an unforgettable treasure hunt, one that will show her what it truly means to be a family. So I'm excited about that. I think this is middle grade. I'm sure this is middle grade or lower end of young adult. Yeah, looking forward to that one. And then finally, we've got an Alice in Wonderland retelling. It's Alex in Wonderland. So that's different. Simon James Green. So this is GLBTQIA plus representation. And I feel that it's probably male-male romance. But this lad unexpectedly lands a job at Wonderland, a rundown amusement arcade. He starts making new friends and it looks like his bad luck's about to change. But in Wonderland, nothing is quite what it seems. Oh, I found some vegetables on the back. Oh, I found 2 bananas. Are they classed as vegetables or fruit? No, David said the fruit. Oh, spoil sport. I was going to use that for me challenge of the day. Oh, okay then. So that's Alex in Wonderland. That's a retelling and contemporary retelling of the great works of Carol. And yeah, so a bit of a different haul for me. There's a few contemporary YA in there, but I just felt like something a bit light-hearted, a little contemporary reads, just to get me over this slumpy reading spell and ring the changes a little bit. So there we go. There's a bit of a book haul, and I'll let you know when I've read any of these, and I'll see you again next time. Thanks for joining me. Take care, keep safe.